just tuning in, the government has been shut down. From mass layoffs to economic hardships for many individuals, the government shutdown has led to mass chaos in our country. Buildings are in flames, children are crying, and mobs are protesting with pitchforks. Our elected officials will come into terms with Obamacare. Currently, the monuments are all closed. Here is Keely with more coverage.
Thanks, Larissa. I'm here with Governor Amon. So, Governor, how has the government shutdown affected you personally?
I really do feel for the United States population. I ordered an Alaskan lobster and it still hasn't come. A whole $200.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
So, has your income been furloughed?
Of course not.
And as a nation, how should we all address this serious issue?
I think we should address the 18th Amendment.
You mean the act to abolish slavery?
Of course. No, the 13th.
Oh, you obviously went to law school.
Harvard.
Thank you, Keely, for the insight. Now let's view what the American public thinks of the shutdown. Here is an opinion from a civilian on the streets.
I'm here with Aubrey, a local citizen who attends Perry High School. So Aubrey, have your parents been affected by the government shutdown?
Well, my dad was furloughed because he works for the IRS.
Okay, and how has he been handling this struggle?
Well, he's in Vegas, and last I heard, he was spending all his life savings.
Okay, have you personally been affected by the government shutdown?
Affected? My whole life has turned around. I can't go to the zoo, I still have to turn in my satire video for English, and I can't go on the DC trip for school. America owes me big time.
That's tragic. If you had anything to say to the congressmen who are addressing the shutdown right now, what would you suggest to them?
Well, next time you blame a teenage girl for overreacting, just remember the bunch of old white guys shut down the government because they didn't get their way.
Thank you for talking to us, Aubrey. Back to you. Larry and Brittany Connolly were supposed to get married at the Grand Canyon. Brittany tweeted, "Thank you so much for having a shutdown the week of my wedding. It's not like I've been planning this wedding for 6 months."
Who gets married at the national park? You couldn't pick a decent venue?
I have no clue. It's a bit weird.
How horrible. Just tourists walking around, taking pictures of your wedding. John said, "The government shutdown was pretty painless. Seems like only a few people got their paychecks cut. Hashtag cough cough, hashtag heart government." That's not an understatement.
Definitely no sarcasm there. So, Phil from the ever-popular TV show Duck Dynasty tweeted, "Thank God the government shutdown is over so we can finally get back to the government letdown."
Ouch, that sucks.
Burn.
As we are taping the show, the government is about to shut down. We don't know if it'll happen or not. By the time you see this, all of Washington could be at a complete standstill with nobody accomplishing anything, or the government will shut down. I have been trying to learn everything that I can. I don't know what's going on. So I watched all the morning TV shows, and here's what I know. Kathy Lee and Hoda have a serious drinking problem. That's what I learned. Apparently the reason this is happening is because the Republicans want to stop the president's health care program, and the Democrats won't vote on a bill that includes any kind of... Oh, I'm sorry, I was having a nightmare. I was trying to explain the government shutdown. Here, let me put it in simpler terms. It's like if you want to play Candy Crush on your iPad, but your husband wants to play Words with Friends, so as a compromise, you shut down the government.
It is unsure when these pompous, arrogant creatures will come to a decision regarding the national budget by the end of the fiscal year 2013. Keep watching throughout the week to be updated on the progress of the shutdown. See you next time.
Back at the Corgi Ranch, the 8 pups are in motion. Learning to walk is a rite of passage for any young pup. But when you're a Corgi, you must also learn how to balance a big dog body on short little legs. Despite the pitfalls, the 3-week-old Corgis face this challenge head-on. Except for the littlest pup, Charlie, who's not interested in taking any risks. Meanwhile, his determined brother Otis has already made it to the far reaches of the den. And he's looking for a higher challenge. The coffee table is the perfect summit for the young climber. Otis is pleased with his accomplishment. And the rest rush to join him at his special spot. Of course, climbing with short legs isn't easy. And not for the faint of heart. Otis inspires the others by getting right back up. But then he hears a cry from below. Littlest pup Charlie has awoken to find himself all alone on the blanket. So Otis leaps to a new mission. Because while being on top may be fun, every brave leader knows you never leave a man behind.